Welcome to Geeks Like Us, week number 13.
Yep.
Lucky 13, we made it all these weeks. And what do we have to show for it?
You've cut our review time down.
Yes, I have.
Yeah. Not going to say anything.
That's
Mike
good.
is something that rhymes with moosh and starts with D.
Wow. Let's get right into the reviews since we've got our time cut down. First
Yes.
up, we're going to talk about Star Trek Mirror Images #1 from IDW.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Trekkies, what'd you think?
Not a Trekkie. Really don't give a crap about Star Trek. It can fall off the face of the earth and I wouldn't care. And I'm probably going to get hate mail, but...
That's okay, because they're in starships, so...
Your bombs
they
don't
fly.
work! They're plastic! They're fake. Your door doesn't open by mechanics. It's the guy pulling a rope, whatever. Just not a big fan of Star Trek.
What are you saying is get over it?
Yeah.
Get a life? Get a life, that's what it is. Get a life.
No, get over the fact that I don't like Star Trek. But back on point since you got our time down. Artwork was solid. The whole...
I didn't think it was all that solid. It wasn't bad. But Captain Pike sometimes looked a lot like Kirk and vice versa. And in one scene in the book, I didn't know who was who until somebody called the character Commander, which I realized, oh, that's Kirk, not Pike, because he's the captain.
Yep. Like I said, not having a clue who the Pike character even is. I'm saying the artwork I thought was fairly consistent. It wasn't, oh look, my arm's bending in a funny way. It wasn't weird to ink. I mean, the artwork was okay. It's a different style than your regular average run-of-the-mill comic, but it was okay, I think.
Yeah.
The alternate universe thing, not a Trekkie, but I at least knew about that. I knew that if you see Spock, is it, pointy-eared guy?
Yes.
With a goatee, that's the evil twin. Anybody knows that. My mom watched soap operas when I was growing up. I knew if you have a mustache or a goatee, you're an evil twin. That means there's good versions of us out there somewhere. Beware. That's all I really have to say.
I just have a beard, not a goatee.
You barely have a chin.
Whatever.
I wouldn't consider myself a Trekkie. I do enjoy Star Trek, though, in the movies and TV series, and even this book is actually pretty good. But I think the die-hard Trekkies will take this as, ooh, another possibility to story. I think they'd like it. However, my dad, he is not a die-hard Trekkie, but he does love Star Trek. I know if he was to read this comic, he would be very disappointed that everybody's trying to backstab everybody else.
See, I don't get that. That's the whole point of the mirror.
I know,
world.
and he might get that, but then he would probably say, well, Kirk wouldn't do that, or Spock wouldn't do that, or whatever. He wouldn't be able to get past that, and
he's not a true Trekker.
Well, it's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just I liked the story. I thought it was kind of an interesting twist, but I was going into this hoping that it was more of just a Star Trek comic. Just the standard stuff, not the weird universe backstabbing, whatever.
But the whole mirror images didn't tip you off at all.
No, I get it, but...
Or the first page.
Yeah, exactly.
Where it tells you.
I get it that it's an alternate reality, but I would have rather have read a straight-up Star Trek comic.
So how many times did you have to read the first page before you got what was going on?
Twice, because the first time I just thought it was random, whatever.
Because you skimmed it?
No, I read every word. It's just one of those things where I'm like, oh, they're just talking about something that's going to happen later on in the book. And then you get later on and you're like, wait, why are these people acting like this? And I get it.
The first page did talk about stuff that's going to happen later on in the book, like the next page and every page thereafter.
But I didn't realize it was alternate reality right away. I was just like, oh, okay, cool, whatever.
I thought it was a very good story. I mean, I like Star Trek.
Mm-hmm.
I was drawn into the story, and it captivated me. I don't know if I'm going to get the next issue or not, but I did kind of want to hear what goes on. So if you read this, leave me a comment. Tell me what happens in issues 2, 3, 4, and however many there are in this miniseries.
I'll say, is this a miniseries? It's not ongoing.
It's a miniseries.
Put it on your pull and hold?
No, I can take care of that if I want. I'll put it in my box.
There you go.
So, mixed reviews for Star Trek overall. Not bad, though.
I thought that was pretty good.
Yeah. So, that'll do it for this little review. As always, check us out on YouTube, MySpace, ParadiseHobbies.com, and leave us your comments and any suggestions you might have for us.
Yeah.
We'll be back next time with another comic review.
Yep, see ya.
See ya.